Hello, and thank you for joining us this morning to learn about AHRI. My name is Jennifer Kane, and I'm a certification engineer with AHRI. I work with the air conditioning and heat transfer products, humidifiers, and air filtration and ultraviolet light treatment products.
And my name is Shawn Andrews. I am also a certification engineer here at AHRI, and I work with the Datacom cooling and VRF programs.
AHRI, or Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration Institute, is a member-based trade association representing over 300 HVAC/R and water heating manufacturers across 39 different product sections. AHRI promotes policies beneficial to the industry, representing the industry both domestically and globally, and AHRI also works to establish international standards, currently having over 100 industry standards and guidelines. AHRI also administers many rigorous certification programs, along with a comprehensive industry statistics program. Members of AHRI manufacture many types of equipment, and this includes commercial and industrial air conditioning, heating, and ventilation equipment, commercial and industrial refrigeration equipment, central air conditioning and heating equipment, water heating, hydronic heating, and components for heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration systems. The 4 pillars of AHRI are separated into certification, standards, advocacy, and analytics. And today we're going to discuss AHRI's involvement in certification and standards in further detail. So the standards form the basis of AHRI's certification programs. And as I previously mentioned, AHRI has published more than 100 standards and guidelines for the industry, many of which are both in IP and SI units. The majority are designated American National Standards by ANSI, and AHRI regularly works with organizations and governments around the world to help them either adopt or harmonize to our standards. Also, all AHRI standards are available for free online at our website, ahrinet.org.
AHRI is a trade association representing manufacturers of HVAC/R and water heating equipment around the world. The certification programs date back more than 80 years, formed from the merger of AHRI and Gamma. Gamma Efficiency and AHRI Performance marks have since been replaced with the AHRI Certified mark. AHRI Certification Program is the foremost globally recognized HVAC/R and water heating certification program. The CERT program is a voluntary program with thorough and strict qualification process comprising of nearly 1,000 manufacturer participants worldwide. Within the certification programs, there are 2,500 independent laboratory tests conducted annually. AHRI is accredited by the Standards Council of Canada as well as COFRAC. AHRI contracts with third-party labs to conduct our annual certification verification testing with randomly selected products in all programs. Each program has a product-specific operations manual which dictates a strict procedure for administration of the program, as well as guidelines within a general operations manual that all programs must follow. AHRI maintains a directory of product performance, which is recognized by several government agencies, including EPA, DOE, FTC, NRCan, and CEC. Manufacturers must apply to join each certification program separately and provide ratings for all products under that program's scope. Qualification testing requirements may differ slightly between each program, however, typically a minimum of 2 tests are required. Manufacturer performance ratings are verified by a third-party laboratory via annual testing. Products are randomly selected for testing, and we try to avoid testing the same basic model group too frequently. Annual testing holds manufacturers accountable for their performance ratings and provides consumers with confidence in product performance. In product literature, you may see AHRI rated or AHRI certified. Products that are AHRI rated are tested to AHRI standards but are not subject to the annual third-party verification testing. Products that are AHRI certified are subject to annual third-party verification testing for all products under the program scope. This provides greater marketplace clarity and consumer confidence.
An important part of what AHRI does involves the AHRI Directory of Certified Product Performance, which has recently been updated to provide users with the ability to perform simpler searches with improved security. All AHRI products are currently listed in the AHRI Directory of Certified Product Performance, which is located on our website, ahridirectory.org. Performance and the product data is updated in real time, and the directory is accessible to the public for free and now offers multilingual option with languages such as Arabic, Chinese, French, Korean, and Spanish. The AHRI directory houses millions of certified records containing product performance data for all AHRI certification program participants that is independently measured and verified through the certification programs. An example of the AHRI certificates is located on the screen to the right. So the launch of the next generation of the AHRI directory also allows the public to perform several levels of searches. We offer the universal search, which allows you to quickly search for models across all of the programs by either an AHRI certified reference number or a partial or full model number. The quick search allows a user to select one or multiple data fields along with ranges of values and multiple options within that data field at once within a program. The discontinued and obsolete search also allows you to look up discontinued or obsoleted products within the past 5 years in a program and generate a certificate of product ratings for that obsoleted model. The user also has the ability to perform an advanced search of all published data fields using product performance criteria, and the user can export up to 250 records of that search.
In AHRI's directory, you'll see a drop-down menu for additional resources. Under this menu, you can find a link to Find ENERGY STAR and CEE Qualified Products. This will bring you to the CEE Directory of Efficient Equipment for ENERGY STAR products. AHRI has also developed a mobile app for the directory in both Android and Apple iOS platforms. With the mobile app, users can search within a program by AHRI reference number or full model number and brand combination. This app allows you to generate in-field certificates. These certificates can then be emailed, text, saved, or printed. We also offer enhanced data subscription service for the directory. Subscribers are now able to log in and create, save, run, and export custom queries on demand for real-time certified data. Unlike the public user, subscribers are able to download the totality of their search results with no limit of 250 records. To learn more about AHRI certification program and certified products, please visit ahrinet.org/certification or ahridirectory.org. You can also search AHRI Directory in iTunes, App Store, or Google Play.
So at this time, if anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and submit them, and we'll do our best to answer them. So one of the questions that we often hear is who can be certified by AHRI? And we just wanted to explain that AHRI certification programs are voluntary and open to all foreign and domestic original equipment manufacturers and private brand marketers that produce products that fall within the scope of one or more of the certification programs.
Does anybody have any additional questions? Can you click? Okay, one of the questions we got was, can anyone search the directory? And yes, the directory is public accessible with the limit of the 250 records for download. The subscription service just offers users for additional features, but the directory can be accessed by anyone via the website. We got another question. Does AHRI include natural or various gas air conditioning equipment? At this time, those are not under the scope of the programs, but they may be included in the future.
Okay, we've received another question. Is the testing methodology the same in the U.S. versus Canada? And the answer to that depends on the standard that we're working with, and AHRI and the U.S. and Canada have been working to harmonize their standards, but currently it just depends on which product type you're working with and which standard.
Another question is, are AHRI certifications only for efficiency ratings, or are there AHRI certifications for safety standards like UL or ANSI? AHRI is not involved with safety standards. All of our standards are based around product efficiency.
Another question that we received is, what is the process for creating a certification program? And what we do at AHRI is we'll work with members of that specific product section, so members who make that product type, and if there's sufficient interest, then we'll start the process within AHRI to develop a scope for that program.
So another question says, I work for a large HVAC company. How do I know if my company already has a subscription service that would allow in excess of 250 records of download? For this, you can email certification@ahrinet.org. And they can confirm whether or not your company has the subscription service or not.
We also received a question about how often the directory listings are updated. And so our directory is updated in real time. So members can update their products immediately along with AHRI depending on what happens with that within that certification program.
We've been asked what is the cost of the subscription side of the house. You can email us and we can get that information for you. Again, that email address would be certification@ahrinet.org.
Another question is, do you certify scale prevention devices for water heaters? And to answer that question, no, we currently do not do that. And you can see a list of all the programs that we currently have in the AHRI, on the AHRI website at ahrinet.org. And that'll give you information on all of those programs that we have, along with the standards that are associated with those programs. And the scope of each certification program is described in detail in the standards for that program and on the website.
We got a question, how can the list of AHRI certified products, there seems to be something missing. Looks like Mohammed asked that. If you could clarify your question, please, we'd be glad to answer it for you. So we got a question on heat pump water heater standard following the CFR for residential heat pump water heating testing standard, and asked if we had a plan to develop a standard to incorporate the residential one. The CFRs are handled by DOE, so we are not involved in the development of that.
So Mohammed, your question was, how can I get the list of AHRI certified products? And this would be where you would go to ahridirectory.org so that you can search for any product type that is certified by AHRI. And that involves residential or commercial products.
Does anybody have any additional questions? I believe we've answered all the ones so far.
Okay, Paul, I think that we've answered all the questions that have been submitted. We'd just like to thank everyone for their time and taking the time to listen. If you do have any additional questions in the future, you can always email certification@ahrinet.org, and we'd be happy to answer them.
Yes, great. Thank you for the presentation, and thank you everyone for joining us today. And this concludes our FastCast.